The relationship between Rwanda and Belgium has taken a frosty turn. Rwanda has abruptly suspended its development cooperation program with Belgium. This decision, announced on February 19, 2025, has sent shockwaves through the international community. At the heart of the dispute are accusations of political maneuvering and interference. Rwanda claims Belgium is actively hindering its access to international funding. Rwanda further alleges that Belgium is attempting to undermine its national security. The Rwandan government sees these actions as attempts to influence its internal affairs. They maintain that Belgium is using development aid as a political weapon. This, they argue, is unacceptable and violates Rwanda's sovereignty. Belgium, for its part, has expressed deep regret over Rwanda's decision. They have defended their stance on various issues. Belgium emphasizes the importance of upholding international law and human rights. They maintain that their concerns are valid and stem from a commitment to peace and stability. The suspension has put a spotlight on the already strained relations between the two nations. It has also raised questions about the future of development assistance and the role of international actors in conflict zones. The Rwandan government's decision to cut ties with Belgium didn't happen in a vacuum. The dispute is deeply rooted in the ongoing conflict in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. At the center of this conflict is the M23 rebel group. The M23, comprised primarily of ethnic Tutsis, has been waging a violent insurgency against the Congolese government. Belgium, along with other international actors, has accused Rwanda of supporting the M23. They point to evidence suggesting that Rwanda is providing the rebels with military aid and logistical support. This alleged support, they argue, is fueling the conflict and contributing to the immense human suffering in the DRC. Rwanda vehemently denies these allegations. They claim they are being unfairly targeted and scapegoated for the DRC's internal problems. Rwanda maintains that it is committed to regional peace and stability. They argue that their actions in the region are solely aimed at protecting their own borders and preventing the spillover of violence. The Rwandan government points to the complex history of the region. They highlight the long-standing tensions between the DRC and Rwanda, stemming from the Rwandan genocide and its aftermath. Rwanda accuses Belgium, a former colonial power in the region, of having a biased and outdated understanding of the situation. The suspension of development cooperation has ignited a war of words between Rwanda and Belgium. Each side accuses the other of bad faith, manipulation, and a disregard for the truth. This public back and forth has further escalated tensions and diminished hopes for a quick resolution. Rwanda has accused Belgium of hypocrisy and double standards. They point to Belgium's own history of colonialism and its role in the Rwandan genocide. Rwanda argues that Belgium, instead of lecturing them on human rights, should be reflecting on its own past transgressions. Belgium, in response, has defended its record. They argue that they have learned from their past mistakes and are committed to promoting peace and justice in the region. Belgium maintains that its criticism of Rwanda is based on credible evidence and a genuine concern for the well-being of the Congolese people. The dispute has also spilled over into the financial realm. Belgium's development assistance to Rwanda, amounting to millions of dollars annually, has been put on hold. This suspension, while intended to send a strong message to Rwanda, is likely to have negative consequences for development projects and the Rwandan people. The diplomatic row between Rwanda and Belgium has far-reaching implications. It comes at a time when the Great Lakes region is grappling with multiple crises, including armed conflict, displacement, and humanitarian emergencies. The international community is watching closely, concerned about the potential for further escalation and instability. The European Parliament, adding fuel to the fire, recently passed a resolution calling for a freeze on all EU aid to Rwanda. This resolution, while non-binding, reflects the growing international pressure on Rwanda to address the allegations of its involvement in the DRC conflict. Rwanda, however, remains defiant. They have shown no signs of backing down from their position. Rwanda insists that they will not be bullied or coerced into compromising their national security interests. They have called on the international community to engage in a more constructive and impartial dialogue, one that addresses the root causes of the conflict in the DRC. The future of the Rwanda-Belgium relationship remains uncertain. The suspension of development cooperation has created a significant rift. Whether this rift can be bridged through diplomacy and dialogue remains to be seen. The outcome of this dispute will have significant implications for the region's stability and the lives of millions of people.